Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 57. I'm Donna Nelson, and I'm here to talk about Daily Dose of Donna, Rooted in Wisdom series. Today, for episode 57, we're talking about how does your environment influence your beingness? So, this came up today, um, thinking about and talking about conscious leadership and how we as leaders have a responsibility to our own consciousness, our own awareness of our being, and how that not only influences others in our workspace, our collaborators, whoever those may be, our clients or whatever, but also how does that affect our business overall? And how does our being influence our environment? And how does our environment influence our being? So, this is going to be a pretty quick live because I just want to touch on these couple of points around this to give you something to consider, to really look at where is your own beingness? Where is your own awareness? What is it about environment that is maybe not having you function at your best, at your peak performance, at your optimal energy, being kind of what I call like on your toes, being alert, being on your game, and influencing others in the same way. So, as conscious leaders, really it's for us to help develop the awareness, help others channel their inner wisdom and uncover the answers within themselves. It's a co-creation process. The way that we get there is through our own beingness and through creating an environment that allows us to be in our beingness. So if beingness is being self-aware, being present, um, allowing our own inner knowing, our own inner wisdom to show up, then our environment is going to influence that. So, because if our environment is chaotic, if our environment is stale, right? There's not much stimulation. There's not much innovation. There's not much activity going on. There's not much creativity. That environment is going to affect our beingness because it's energy. And so we need the essential point here is that we need to control the environment to also control our beingness and vice versa. So they're going to feed each other. But our environment is going to have a greater impact on our beingness than our beingness on the environment unless we're taking action, right? So if we're just allowing the environment to drive our energy, that's going to influence how self-aware we are, how tuned in we are, how creative we are, how much we're able to listen and attune to our own intuition, and how active our mind is going to be um, on our game when something comes up, right? Well, because we're going to be aligned in our purpose. We're going to know what our truth is for any situation, because our frontal lobe is on cue. So, and we are in our center at all times, and that is what our beingness is. So you take action. Your action is affected by your being, and your being is impacted by the context of your environment. That is not something I made up. I stole it from one of my coaches. So, but it really impressed upon me the importance of our being in as leaders and how we're going to bring out the best in others and how we're going to help develop their awareness and channel their inner wisdom and uncover the answer, allow them to uncover the answers within themselves. So that's what I get the joy of doing with my clients every day, is helping them, guide them to bring out the answers within themselves, because that is where the awareness is, right? When we're doing helping others bring out and well tune in to bring out their own answers, it becomes truth, and it becomes that intrinsic knowing that then allows them to take action with more confidence, more certainty, more clarity, and feeling more empowered, um, doing it on their own than being told what to do, right? Because often as leaders, we know the answers, right? Like we know the answers. We can just bellow out and tell somebody what to do, how to do it, where to do it, when to do it. But that's not how we do it as conscious leaders in helping others to empower others to become leaders. One, we want to share the energy. When we are helping influence others, we're able to make a bigger impact in their lives and bring out the best in them. So again, your actions are affected by your being. Your being is you being present. Your being is your own self-awareness and your own inner knowing of and tuning in to your intuition, trusting that and then acting on it. And your being is impacted by that environment. And that's obviously not only for you, right? That's for all those around you. So check in with your environment. What's really working there? What feels really good in your environment and what doesn't? You need to decide how important that is in your beingness and in your effectiveness, and what needs to change. That is my Rooted in Wisdom for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.